You are, of course, at the Life Be Lifing podcast. Yeah, yeah. As you know, or you may know, or you may not know, but we are indeed hosted by the lovely, the vivacious, the wonderful, witty, and wise, the electric and eclectic, the squishy gangster, Mimi, the goddess.
That never gets old.
I'm freaking.
Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. She is flanked by none other than your favorite coach, your favorite fat freckled man, the big dog himself. Who? Coach Charles, we in the building. And we are joined by the last Infinity Stone from the Pod Link Philly crew to Bless Life Be Life and Podcast. Your favorite star tender, the girl with more hats than Cam Newton, the multi-talented Star Heart. Welcome to Life Be Life and Star.
Thank
Welcome,
y'all for
welcome.
finally having me. It took y'all long enough.
I
It
know,
did.
right?
It
I
did.
know.
But you're here now. And
That's
we have to
right.
have you.
I'm here now.
Absolutely.
Hello,
Glad to have you.
everybody.
Glad to
Hello,
have you.
hello. Yes.
Speaking of all the hats that you wear, Star, go ahead and tell folks a little bit about yourself as we get started.
So, first and foremost, I am a woman. I have a restaurant.
I'm sorry.
Wait till I tell y'all what that really means.
I'm freaking.
and, and someone who does sign language, when I learned that, I was like, interesting. But yes, anyway, start for you being a woman.
I have a restaurant. I have kids. I'm a bartender. I'm a daughter, a sister, a cousin. No, I'm joking.
All of
What
that.
else do I do? I'm a writer. I'm a published author. I have an album on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, and Tidal, Pandora, all of those things, and YouTube. Yeah, I just
What would the name of that album be, man?
the name of my album is Simply Me. My album just actually turned 2 years old
Mm.
on June 29th, I believe. It
Oh
came out June
wow.
29th. And I'm actually about to work on a new album. Almost done my second book too. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Life be life and stay bringing y'all exclusives, man. I keep telling y'all, I be tapped in. Y'all heard it here
Yeah.
first.
I'm about
Y'all
to
heard
say.
it here first. New book,
Yeah.
new album.
Yeah.
Exclusive, exclusive, exclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on,
Mhm.
continue. I just had to brag. I just brag a little bit,
No,
Yes,
I'm
little
just
bit.
excited. Like I for a while I had writer's block and it's finally going away. So that's what like was prolonging projects. And I just started being like, that's when I started dipping my toes into so many other ponds, like trying to distract myself or find some inspiration, one or the other.
right.
So now I'm inspired, I'm motivated, and I'm ready.
I
Yeah.
like that. I like it.
I'm just I be hard on myself. I'm my own worst critic for sure.
That's hey
I feel
man,
like
that's
that's
everybody.
that. I'm about to say I feel like that's everybody. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then again, not
Yeah.
everybody. Some people got some terrible critics, but I'm definitely my own worst critic.
I mean, yeah. And then
Oh no, it's
don't be
definitely
the perfection.
It's
Go
definitely
ahead.
people that be in competition to be the critic. I'll be like, I got this. I could be hurt on myself. I don't need you.
I got it.
Yeah,
That's what
I'm
I'm
good all
saying.
by
Some people
myself
got
with
some
this.
harsh, yeah, some people got some harsh critics, man. I ain't gonna put nobody's situations out there, but sometimes I'll be like, damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Um,
unfortunate. So,
very unfortunate, but at the end of the day, we can't get hung too much up on perfection because that could tend to be our worst enemy.
I literally was gonna
No,
say that. I was gonna say perfectionism is a real thing for a lot of people, and that's pretty much probably your own worst enemy. Honestly, I know for me, that's part of my issue
mm-hmm.
and why I criticize myself so hard. But it is what it is.
I learned kind of the hard
Mhm.
way because, like, on my album, it was one song that I liked, but I didn't love as much as I love so many other songs, and everybody was like, "That's my favorite song," and I'm like, "Why?" I
You know,
couldn't stand it, and I'm just like, I like it, but
I don't love it. I like
no,
it, but I
I
don't love it.
don't love it. And that's like everybody loved it so much, and I just was like, it must be me. It
Yeah,
gotta
I
be
mean,
But
me.
that's the thing about our gifts, right? That we have to remember. Our gifts is not really for ourselves.
Yeah.
A lot of times that'll happen. Like there's tons of artists I've heard say, "Oh, I hate this song." Like I just saw somebody talk about how Tyrese hated "Sweet Lady." He
Oh,
absolutely hated it.
right. Love that.
And look at what it did for him. Look how many people probably that's still their favorite Tyrese song. You know,
Right.
he wanted them to give the song to, I think, Cisco, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. He wanted them to pass up on the song to
Yeah.
somebody else, and the person was like, "Nah, this is
Yeah.
you. Like, you can do
Yeah.
this." To the point where he was so efficient because he didn't want to waste time doing another
Mhm.
take because he hated doing it, like hated the song so much that he didn't want to go back and do
I
multiple takes.
know.
So, that ended up coming out in a
I'm trying
crazy
to
fire
imagine
song.
Cisco singing it. Like I can't even imagine
I
Cisco
couldn't.
singing
I
I
don't
couldn't
see
imagine it
it.
either. I couldn't
I
imagine it
don't
either.
see it. I
You
don't
know,
see it.
I wanna get to the point where my ear is so good that I could be like, you would sound better saying this, and you would sound good doing this. Like I really want to get to. I think that I kind of started touching on that.
when we were picking out beats, because I'm like, I don't like this, I like this, I don't like this, I don't like this. And now I feel like everything is a perfect like work of art.
But
Yeah.
I wish I had that ear to be like, Babyface got that ear. Like, no, this is for
Hmm.
Mary J.
Yeah.
Blige. No, this is not. This is for Brandy. No, this is like Tony Braxton. And it's like, dang, I wish I had that kind of ear.
Yeah, because I mean, that's sometimes where you got the levels, right? Like you got people who are artists, you got people who are
Mm,
composers, and then you got people who are producers. And the producers, like you say, they got that special ear where it's like,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. You might be cool on this, but somebody else, this for somebody else.
yeah.
So, like I said, our gifts, we got to remember that sometimes that our gifts aren't for ourselves, that, we might not like it. Like you said, we might not love it. We be like, it's okay. And we
Mm,
put it out there. But that's the point in sharing our gifts with other people, because for somebody else, it's a game changer. For
right.
somebody else, it's the blessing they needed. So,
Mm,
as long as we know that we put 100% in the creation of the process, then sometimes
mm,
if you didn't think it was that there, just go ahead and put it out. I've had episodes that I was going to delete, that I was going to recall. Um,
yeah.
Even though I thought it was good, it was kind of like, man,
Recall.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, I
Recall.
put it
What
out
do
and
you
then I
mean
watched
recall?
it twice.
Recall me. You
Recall like a
already put it out, and then you sent everybody a message and be like, "Yo, whatever you just heard, you really didn't hear. You are eligible for compensation. They have to listen to this."
Listen, I saw that it only had three. There's one episode I can't name names because I wasn't drawing no attention to it. But I was like, at the time, I'm like, oh, it only got seven. Let me yank this John. I went to go do something at work, but by the time I came back, it was already at 50. I said, God,
No.
all right, I gotta let it rock, man. It's too late now. It's too
Do you
late now.
delete pictures on Instagram if they don't get a lot of likes?
No, because I don't have pictures up for
Okay.
likes. I'm not
Okay.
cute like that. I'm a handsome man, but I'm not photogenic. Like I'm handsome in real life. I'm real life attractive. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
with you.
Somebody
I
see
understand.
me, they'll be impressed and all that. Pictures, I don't
Mm.
know what to do. I'm terrible at selfies. I'll be looking, my eyes never meet the camera. I don't know what angles are.
Yeah, I dig it.
Even the joint we had to
Understand.
do for the show, I'm like, I had to have my son help me out because, like I said, I didn't understand the angles for selfies. I had to have my son take the picture. So, yeah,
Yeah.
that ain't never gonna be my issue. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? Mimi, on the other hand, takes really good pictures, sometimes too good. Inside joke, we gonna leave that alone.
If you
Um,
say so.
Text
I
me
do
on the
take
side
pictures.
because you know I
clearly,
want to know.
clearly, clearly, it wasn't just me saying so, but
Text
we'll
me
have
on the
that
side because
conversation
now
off
I want to
there.
know.
Listen.
You take pictures just fine. Knock it off, Star.
Who
Knock it
me?
off.
No, but
Yeah,
listen.
you.
The ones that get posted, I'll take a bunch of them that ain't cute. But I'm not the person that will say, take it over, take it over, take it over, take it over.
Yeah.
I'll look at it and be like, I'm not taking no more. If this is how it turned out, I'm just not going to do it.
We
I'm
just
not
gonna let
posting
it
this.
rock.
And some of them I'll just post. Like if
You're in a picture and you look cute, and you're in a picture and you look cute, And I feel like I look a little weird because I'm the same way. I'm like, what do I do with this hand? This hand looks crazy over here, whatever. And then I'll be like, if they posted it, I'm gonna repost it and just stand behind it. Like I'm gonna stand on business. I'm not doing
Exactly. I'm a
But
stand beside it.
I do got pictures in my phone that never got posted because I didn't like them.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
I
same.
feel
just feel
that
like I
though.
look so awkward.
I feel
But
that.
like I said, I'm my own worst critic, so I don't think I look awkward, and everybody else be like, "Oh, that was cute." And I was like, "Girl, I was cross-eyed."
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think
I'm
I
about to
got
say
like
the
You,
two.
you like
like
this
a Leah
picture?
eyes or something.
Oh no, not Aaliyah
No, not
eyes.
Leah
That's
eyes.
crazy.
Hey, she
Leah,
said she got a
Biggie
Leah
Smalls, it's
eye.
like a lazy eye or something.
That
You
is
see that?
crazy.
That's
sometimes one eye
wild.
be doing its own thing. Now I'm telling y'all this so y'all can pay attention. Y'all gonna be like, oh yeah. You would say, what two
Hey,
things was you looking at one time?
don't give these people no ammo. Just go ahead and let it be.
Right?
I'm a laugh right with him. I'm like, right? That was crazy. I
Crazy.
was looking at two different things at one time. Yeah, I got talent.
There you go. Just chalk it up to another one
Okay.
of your
Right.
thousand
You
talents.
got flip it over on them. That's all. Flip
For
it
real,
right
for
on
real.
over.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, folks. Speaking of talent, speaking of skills and abilities, certain things we don't know we good at until we have to do it. Such as raising kids and contributing to kids' lives, man.
Yeah.
Ain't no, as they say, ain't no manual for that, man. You find
Right.
out through trial and error. Like me
A
said,
lot
absolutely
of error.
winging.
Be winging it. Be out here on a wing and a prayer with these kids.
Absolutely winging.
You got a wing
And
out of it? I only got a prayer. They gave
right.
Well,
me.
well, as a
They gave
parentified child, like I kind of was ahead of the game, so God gave me both. He was like, "I'm gonna help
That's
you
tough.
out. You gonna need this because you already know what's coming." And I ain't even a damn parent. I'm a proxy parent. I am what I tell my mentor. I am supplemental support.
Oh,
That's
yes.
a bar. I like that.
I'm supplemental
Supplemental
support.
That
support.
sound like food stamps. I like that.
The village. Hey.
Not food stamps.
That's
Supplement.
crazy.
Hey, I ain't gonna
Supplement
lie.
me.
I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I feel
Supplement,
like I'm the real. I
supplement
feel
me.
right. I feel like I'm the welfare office sometimes. I'm like,
Yes.
am I the
Yes.
government assistance?
It
What
Low key
is
sounds
it?
like
sometimes me.
when you call yourself supplement support, that's what it sounds like to me. I'll be
Yeah,
Me
like,
like
sometimes you close enough. You know full
yeah.
well. Sometimes you close enough to it.
My coworker, yeah, the other day, Tuesday when we met, to grab coffee, we were talking about some things, and she was like, "Yeah, because the shit that I used to hear your folks call and ask you for, I would never have the audacity." And then you'll be like, "Okay, I got you." She's like, "I just thought it was crazy because I don't live that kind of life," and I was like,
they be like,
"Nobody's fault but my own."
can we
That's
get some DoorDash?
listen, and it don't even be the Aunt Mimi. It be the Hey Mimi. Y'all adults, get it together.
Grown
Like
folk,
whole time, big people with at big ages
big
making
people.
big adult decisions, and you still needing big sis.
Yeah.
Nah, I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and set the boundaries and start enforcing that shit now. Or I'm gonna be doing this
Mm-hmm.
until I'm 75 or some shit. So
Mm,
Yeah.
that's real.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, so we're gonna have that conversation based on if you unfortunately missed the very first podcast link Philly live show, then you missed start answering the question when they asked about, being raised on survival versus being raised on love and how we raise our kids, respectively because of that. Star dropped a bar that stuck with me the entire time. She said, I don't feel it. First of all, she said she a mama too and said they in their 20s. Look at
No,
Star and
not both of them in the 20s.
one of them was in
One.
their 20s. Yeah,
One of
one
them
was,
is
but
21. Yeah.
even one of them.
She's
Look at
21.
Star and then think 20, a kid from
Yeah.
her. The math ain't math. The math ain't math. Okay, especially if you see Star in person, you see how little she is. Come on, man. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. Star got that. You know how Stacey Dash was playing them teenagers for a bunch of years. Star got that gene.
But not let's not say that. Let's say,
Benjamin
give
Button.
me Jennifer Lopez because Stacey Dash is Asian. Horrible. Like
Oh
what
yeah,
she
oh yeah.
talking
It all
about
came back
happened
to
to
her.
black
But that's
people.
I was about to
They said,
say.
girl, black don't crack, but now we're gonna crack you because you tried to play
She
with us.
revoked her
Wow.
blackness. She revoked her
Yeah.
blackness, and it turned on
She
her.
she charged that black card, and that joint declined.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
She dropped it. She wanted to throw it away so fast,
That's what she get. Stop
and
playing
that's
with
what
her
she
black card.
get.
Oh my God, that was
You can't leave the
hilarious.
club and keep the benefits, man. You
Girl.
can't leave the club and keep the benefits.
Girl.
Yeah, yeah.
And what Kaya say? They even make me sure I did a good inside the Sam's Club. Yeah. Girl, bye.
Don't be
She
trying
look like
to
a
flash it and walk past real fast. Give me
Mm-mm.
let
How
me
come,
inspect
how
that.
complexion even leaving?
That's a fact.
How
That's a
complexion like,
fact.
I
bye. We're
haven't
not
seen
here for
her.
this.
Look, now I'm gonna
She
look her
got
up.
lighter over the years. Oh yeah, she raggedy.
God said I'm gonna answer your prayers.
Careful what you
Okay,
pray
Kill
for,
me.
though.
be careful. There you go. There you
Careful
go.
what
Be
you pray
careful.
for, though.
You want it to be white so bad. Here you go.
No, but I'm a little.
But
That's
yeah, no.
I
Star,
gotta hype
Star is
myself up like
definitely
I'm big star, though, girl. You
big
my
Star, not the
whole,
little one. The Star
not
is
the
the
little
little one.
one.
The
Not-
same. She both. She the big one and the little one at the same time. But
unless my dad in a room.
fair
Yeah,
enough.
my
Fair
dad
enough.
named Star too.
Oh wow.
So
Really?
I am little. Well, not his real name, but that's his nickname too.
Mm,
So
Okay.
my first name came from my dad's last name.
okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
my dad name is Kevin Starling, and it was like 3 or 4 stars, and I mean Kevin's, sorry, in our neighborhood. So I used to call him Kev Star because we had Kev Star, Kev Choice, like different Kevins. And then they just started calling him Star. And then when I was born, my name is Starletta from Star. Oh yeah, I'm talking way too much. What's happening here?
You
You're
good?
getting comfortable. You're
We do
getting
that to
comfortable. You're
people.
among good folk.
We make them,
So
open up.
so around my mom and my dad friends, I'm Little Star.
Okay.
So then when I get around y'all, I got to be like, I'm Big Star because I got to start feeling myself a little bit.
As you should.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
As you should, man. Everybody gotta bark up a little bit every now and then. But yeah. So she's a mother of two,
Yes.
and she said she doesn't feel like a mom. She feels like a CEO running a business, trying to make sure she creates good products. So let's get into this conversation about good products, man. When we think about it from a consumer standpoint, right? First and
Mhm.
foremost, we see a lot of bad product out here, man. It's some Reggie, it's some Fetty out here. it's
It's some way too loud.
a it's some K&A out here. It's some loud out here, you know.
Way
And
too
then
loud.
there's, the high tier stuff, the priceless, damn son, where'd you find this? You
The
know what I mean?
gas. The gas.
The unleaded, the
Oh,
premium. You know what I mean? And it's a lot that goes into that, right? It's a lot that goes into that. So since you were the first one to make the statement and we're going off of you, Star, go ahead and talk about what it took to make your product good product. Let us know
Okay,
what's going on.
I feel like I just like adapted to
what I felt like I wanted from my kids instead of like just
saying like pushing stuff on them and stuff like that. I treated them like human beings from day one. I was never that mother that was like had a month old baby or 2 month old baby and like do. I'm like, yo, squad, what's up? Like, you want a bottle? Why are you crying? Like, I'm gonna talk to you like a person.
because I noticed that like in doing that with my son, when he was old enough to talk, he would talk back to me like a person. And I remember this one specific time we was going in a shoe store to get him walking shoes.
And I passed him the shoes as a joke. And he was like, thank you. And I was like, no, like he just said thank you. Like I little bit like, how this baby can talk. And I was making jokes with my whole family because he was here for the 4th and stuff like that. Because back in the day, he knew, once he knew how to talk, he
used to talk, and he was sarcastic, like his mother.
And he used to say stuff like, "Oh man, we have a dilemma." And I'm like, "You're 3. What is it? Like, you don't even know what a dilemma is. That means we have a problem." But I will always talk to my kids, number one, like they were people, not like they were children, not like they were babies, none of that stuff. I talked to them and treated them like they were people, because they are. And that's what they're going to grow to be. I listen to them as well, and I give them space to talk to me and make them feel comfortable to talk to me. Right. And I feel like that worked. And it's the same for even my nieces and nephews and all of that. Everybody loves me in the family. Yeah.
Yes. And I think they're all such dope kids. Like,
when I see certain kids, I just be like, what happened? Like, I don't get it. Because I'm not used to it. Like, my kids, and I say that with even like I said, my nieces, nephews, and stuff like that. They're all such dope kids. They all want something out of life. They work hard. They go to school. They do what they need to do, and they all also act like siblings. So they fight and argue and stuff like that, but they don't play about each other. Like, nobody else can do this with us. Nobody. Yeah. Nobody. And I don't know. I think that's what I'm going to treat these. This not no baby. No. This is about to be a person. So let's start from day one, person.
Makes sense to me.
Now, I'm not giving you no shot of Henny from day one.
You're not an old enough person.
I mean, but when they get older, who better to expose them to those kind of things than you as the parent? Because they're learning from you about those things, you know? So I'm not saying give no 5-year-old a shot of Henny, but at some point, you know, your kid is going to be doing certain things and engaging in certain things and faced with certain situations and circumstances. So it's behooving of you as a parent to not approach that with them first before someone else does, and it, you know, influences them negatively because you as the parent don't want to have those real open, honest conversations with them because you're a child. Yeah, they're a child now, but at some point they're going to grow into a young adult and a grown adult and an older adult, and you have to start developing that mindset and the mental fortitude for them to deal with those things and go through life, you know, smartly. Because a lot of times, because parents don't have that upfront adult conversation, talk to them like they're a human being, let them make choices and understand the consequences and repercussions of choices and express their feelings without it being a matter of you're a child, I'm the parent, you do what I say. You know, what's the phrase that our parents should tell us? Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah.
How detrimental was that? You know, like for a lot of kids growing up. So no, I think that's absolutely a smart way to parent. And your kids are probably phenomenal individuals because of that. Like, they probably could come talk to you about anything.
And everything. And then it's also at the same time, like, why did you do that?
You knew that was wrong.
Like, why would you do that? Like, what are you getting out of this? So now what happens when this happened because you just did that? Like, even in the bad times, I'm still going to have a conversation with you. Like, are you supposed to curse? Are you old enough to curse? You know you're not supposed to be talking like that. Like, you just have to, like, make them feel like they're on your level because they think they are sometimes. And then that's how you bring them back down to theirs. You know you're not supposed to do that. Like, what bills you about to pay? And I used to get criticized for letting my kids stay up late too, but I would be like, I ain't gotta get up for school in the morning. They do. So we're gonna see how you feel when you wake up in the morning and you're sleepy because you still going to school. You're still going to school.
Consequences and repercussions of their actions.
Now you're going to definitely go to sleep early. And my daughter, she's 12. She'll be 13 on August 2nd.
But my god sister just hired her
to watch her son. from 9 to 3, a couple of hours. She getting paid for it like a couple of days out the week. And I came downstairs. I was about to go to bed, and I came downstairs. It probably was like almost 12 o'clock, and I just wanted something to drink. And I was like, "You still up? You gotta get up for work in the morning. Like, what are you doing?"
You gotta get up for work in the morning. So in the morning, my god sister called me like, "Oh, she's not answering the phone."
I'm not coming downstairs to open that door for her. I went right in her room. Excuse me. Time to get up for work. Your job is at the door. Now, when I come downstairs, she upstairs in her room. She got her alarm set. Yeah, girl. She missed one day of work. Guess what? Now her paycheck reflected it.
You learned the
Knocking your pay.
12. Listen, they will learn.
I mean, learning early is key, I feel like. So.
Yeah.
Yep, for sure. Rewards and consequences, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna motivate you or unmotivate you, one way or the other. So yeah, no, that's real. I was that dad too. I knew I was never gonna be good at baby talk. Um, as much kids as I was around, when I was younger, like even my god brothers, I remember when they were born, I was like prime teen, like just 14, 15. So I'm always over there at this house, and they was twins, so it's like two little boys, and I'm talking to them like they the homies, like they little bros. I'm not, you know what I mean? All that. Oh my God, you wanna. I'm like, Brandon, what we on today?
Yeah,
Brandon, what's up?
That's my
What's up? What we doing today? What we doing today? You know what I mean? I used to, I wanted to pattern them after me. So one was red, one was blue. So I'm like, blue, what we on? Red, what we on? Playing with them,
You
get the
should have been calling
bottles.
them Bloods and Crips. Like, no.
I ain't want that. I ain't want that. I ain't want that.
Yo,
But you know what I'm saying? Like you said, like, are you hungry, dog? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
You want this rattle is what you saying?
Mm-hmm.
Cause otherwise, yeah, no, I was gonna be an absentee dad. Bring them back when they 3. I'm here for everything after that. I'm ready for everything after that. But even in the belly, I talked to him like he was, just regular, both of them like they was just regular here. It's not like, hey, it's daddy. It's like, yo, I saw you kick earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna play soccer?
Yeah.
You trying to play soccer when you get here, dog? I got you. I got you. And yeah, it definitely helps for communication, for that bond between y'all. Like you said, it pushes them because kids want to be so much into whatever the older people are doing, what everybody else is doing. It's like it kind of forces them to step up a little bit. It motivates them to go ahead and try to acclimate themselves. Like I remember even with my younger son being in daycare and basically all the most of the other kids being older than him, he started trying to get with them. So he was walking sooner than we thought he would be.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to get in whatever they was getting into. He was tired of being left on his belly, being left behind, and next thing you know, he up and he gone.
Still doing tummy time, and y'all all out here.
Yeah.
Big steppers, and I'm over here rolling over.
And y'all doing the heel toe.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Y'all over there stepping on things. No, let me get this crawler thing on, man. Come on. I might not be able to stand yet. He used to always, there was this one kid he used to always just grab and try to hold on to. He couldn't quite stand, he tried to grab and hold on to that little boy. Like, I'm just trying to be here with y'all. Quick. I don't know why the live chat wasn't showing up on Riverside the way it needed to, but shout out to everybody in the live chat on YouTube. Let me address them personally. Hi. I don't want to mispronounce the name, but Zanea, that's your folks. She said, "Hey, aunt." Zanea, yep. She said, "Hey, aunt."
She did my hair actually, and my daughter. Come here, Halo. I'm showing you my daughter. She did my daughter here too.
Oh, you want to put the product on screen?
Come here, product.
We said, "Come here, product."
Like you gave it. Come here. Why is you on my baby?
You not good product. Shh. You're not good product.
I was just talking about she's 12. She about to be 13. She just good.
She's so cute.
Hey,
Hi.
how you doing?
She bigger than me, y'all.
Hey,
Way
listen, that's
bigger.
how it be. That's how it be.
I'm 5'5". She like 5'8" now.
Whoa.
Girl,
Wow,
how tall are
It's
you?
always tough when your kids are taller than you because they think they can get big
Five
on you.
seven. Five
5'7".
seven.
5'10".
Yeah,
She's
at that
she
age,
And she's
tall.
twelve.
yeah, she's tall.
That's what I
Yeah,
said
I'm
at
gonna say
12.
at that age, that's crazy.
Yeah, she's tall. She gonna be tall. Yeah.
Yeah, she
If
be
she want,
tall.
if she want to hoop at some point, send her my way. Um,
Right.
That's what everybody's saying now. She's torn between she want to play basketball and be a cheerleader.
let her be both.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Hoop
It
during
can be
basketball
done.
season and cheerlead during
When
football
I tell
season.
you how you get good product, I'm on whatever she on.
I feel that.
Listen,
She want to
I
do
feel
both.
that.
She could do both.
I feel that.
She gonna
I feel
she
that.
gonna
it
get
definitely
a
can be
she
done.
gonna get a cheerleader skirt and some basketball sneaks. What
There
you
you
want?
go. There you go. I'm with you
Yeah.
on that. Shout out to
Hmm.
Myron. You know what I'm saying? Did I shout out Tyre? Yeah, Tyre and Height. So shout out to our folks in the live chat.
Guys.
Shout out to the folks in the live
Alright.
chat. Sorry for not addressing y'all earlier. Normally, whatever shows up on YouTube shows up on Riverside, but for some odd reason
Yeah.
tonight it wasn't. It just so happened that it occurred to me to go over and check the YouTube video to double check, and fortunately I did.
Yeah, because
Um,
I definitely was looking. I was like, this is unusual.
Too quiet.
Everything
Yeah,
is
that's what
saying
it
and
said to
it's
me
too
too. Too
quiet.
quiet. Too quiet, man. I know our life
What did
is
I
way
say?
more
Where's
active than that.
our resident problematic child?
Right,
He
right,
definitely
right.
on
I'm
it. So
freaking.
Right. But thank y'all for joining us tonight. Um, so Mish, did you want to say anything about the project? Because I have a question for both of y'all after I give my little 2 cents on it. So what about you and what you do to make good product, Mish?
I mean, it's funny because I feel like I'm just refraining from naming folks. Folks sometimes think that I am too honest and upfront with as I call them, my littles. But I feel like why wouldn't I be honest and upfront with them? Why wouldn't I tell them about
Right.
my life experiences? Why wouldn't I let them know about the mistakes and missteps that I've made so that they can avoid those things or know, hey, Mimi said she's dealt with this. Let me go talk to her. Because as we just said, you can't always talk to some parents. Some parents are
Right.
not, approachable in a way of having a amicable conversation. I mean, I know of I was just talking to one parent today where they were like, yeah, because he don't like talking to his mom because she always flips the conversation back on, him and make it about him when he's addressing something that he has an issue with about her. So like I'm like, oh, the lack of accountability as a parent. I was like, that's a real thing. So for
Yeah. Oh, for
me,
sure.
I I don't have to be accountable as a parent. An adult, yes, but not as a parent because there's no, parental bias there. Like I could just be like, honestly, what you said was inappropriate. What you did was fucked up. How you responded to your parent wasn't right. Or, oh, you're dealing with this with your friend. Well, let me tell you about this situation. Why are you going through this? Do you think it's something you're putting out there? It's like I ask them questions to get them the critical thinking skills that they need to kind of like be able to address and deal with those situations. But I'm also the adult that's going to listen to ratchet rap music in front of these kids. Do
Oh,
you
for
think the world
sure.
is going to stop? Like, oh, because your kid is around, I have to stop listening to this kind of music? Nah, I mean, and my niece has definitely been like, Auntie Mimi, that's a lot of cussing. Can we change and listen to kids bop? Absolutely, baby, huh? Take my phone and play whatever you want, and she'll be in the back seat DJing her little heart out, respectfully. Like, not what you want to listen to. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Cool, no problems. She runs track, and I had to have a tough conversation with her. Like, it's mind over matter. You can't let your feelings, stop you from doing what you want to do because it almost disqualified her from going to nationals. Because she was mad because nobody was over there to give her water because everybody else had somebody get. I said, so now you're not going to run your favorite race at nationals because you let your feelings cause you to screw yourself out of an opportunity. And luckily she was able to recover and still go, but it was like most people were like, you told her that? Absolutely. You have to know consequences and repercussions of your decision. You were winning that race, and because you were mad at your parents because they didn't operate the way you wanted them to, you boofed the race on purpose. Thinking and who you hurting.
Yeah.
Like so it's like having those kind of conversations. And it even with a couple of my nephews have speech delays. So they always like, give an excuse. And I'm like, they talk to me. We be having big conversation. I was rapping with my nephew yesterday, and I'm just kind of like, I don't know what the problem is. Like maybe if you stop and pay attention to your kids and spend time with them and show them what you're interested in, that they're interested in, you're interested in as well, you get more with sugar than you do shit is what I always say. But I mean, even still, I have a headache of my own right now, and it's like, hey, I'm trying to tell you so I don't have to show you why life is going to be hard for you. Everything what's the other saying our parents used to hit us with? Everything you trying to do, I done already done. So if I'm trying to give you free game in advance, why not take the lesson and learn from it
Yeah.
before having to make the mistake? But you so hell bent on learning on your own. Okay, I'm gonna let you. And then don't look at me crazy when you come to me and I'm like, okay, and what you want me to do about that? We had this
Mhm.
discussion and you chose to move otherwise. So I don't have no sympathy or empathy for you. I'm I see you going down a path that I went down. I'm telling you it's not going to be beneficial. But because you are sensitive and you want to internalize everything and you don't know how to express yourself, because again, I'm just supplemental support. I don't deal with these kids every day.
I
And
say
you know
we're
how your
supplemental support.
you know how your parents are. They to do as I say, not as I do, folks. And I'm telling you, like, all right, so talk to me. What's that about? How are you processing that? What makes you think that's okay? What did you do to cause that? And I don't think there's enough of that upfront, honest conversation with kids because I do feel like a lot of adults, parents, older folks, wise ones, feel like they're a child. I don't owe them that conversation. Why not? Because when they get older, they're going to have those conversations. So why not have the conversations early on and they're having them with you? So when they're faced with an adult that is unregulated and don't know how to talk to children properly, they know how to respectfully handle an adult. So for me, it's like I'm always kind of like trying to toe the line of not growing these kids up too fast because of how I was, but also saying you can't stay a naive child. Like I always say, I can't deal with no green kids because that's gonna be bad for them. Like you unaware. Your situational awareness about everything in life is off because your parents letting you live in la la land because they just want you to have a better life than what they had. But you're not keeping it real with these kids. Like I can give you a good life, but you need to understand what comes with that outside of these walls and be
Yeah.
prepared for that.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, so that's
Mm.
just how I handle it. Like I said, I'm gonna listen to my retro rap music. I'll be using cuss words around these kids, and like
Oh, for sure.
sometimes I
I was
be
gonna say the
listen.
fuck I need to say.
And my nephew repeated because I was like, "You little shithead." He was like, "I'm not a shithead," and his mother was like, about to go off, and I was like, "That's on me. My bad. Got you don't say things
You're
like
not
that
a
just because
shit,
Auntie
but you're
Mimi
not
says
allowed
it."
to say shit.
Yeah, I was like, just because
Not
Auntie
old
Mimi says
enough.
it doesn't mean you should say it. I was like, but stop being a shithead. Okay, I won't be. I said, I won't do it again. So it's just like, I ain't gonna scold you for it. That's my fault. You following my lead. So that's a prime example of your kids are gonna do what they see you do.
Yeah.
That's a
They're
fact.
gonna move how they see you move. They're gonna think how you teach them to think. They're gonna act how you allow them.
Yeah. So don't let them be a YN. Period.
A YN and a thought. What do they call girls now? I don't guess they call girls thoughts anymore. What do they call these little
I don't
fancy
know.
girls?
I'm not cool.
Philly call them sliders.
Sliders? That's like a
Yep.
little burger that you get at happy hour.
Yeah, no, but it's also these girls are just sliding everywhere. It's past, they just slide them to the next ball, slide them to the next ball. So
That's crazy.
sliders, pass around, party favors. There's a litany of phrases.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
Um,
We used to
but
call
yeah,
them
yeah,
goalers. No, now they call them
rollers,
goers. Now they call
boppers.
them goers
Oh,
and
word.
bop. Now they used to call them rollers and boppers. Now they call them goers. They be on go.
Lower.
Yeah, they call them bops now. They
So
just call them bops. They used to call them boppers. I remember boppers from Houston, but now I hear bops is a thing too.
Oh
Um,
wow.
but yeah, I respect what y'all said, and I definitely was big on, especially for my older one, like letting him be a kid for as long as he can, but also like Mimi
Oh
said,
yeah.
it's certain
yeah.
stuff that you just gotta hear, son. It's certain
Hmm.
stuff you just gotta see, dog. I'm sorry.
How old is he now?
17,
17.
I'm
Okay.
turning 18 in September.
My
Mm.
nephew
And it's
just
just like
turned.
certain conversations we just gotta have, dog. I know you
Yeah.
wasn't ready for this. I know it's awkward. I know that's not what you trying to hear. You trying to do whatever, whatever. But we got to sit down and have this real life conversation. We got to talk about death. We
You
got to
can
talk
have him
about
with friends though.
guns. Yeah, and I 100% believe you can.
Yeah.
I 100% believe you can. No, I didn't want him having the burden that I had because I was raised with no dad. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have
Mm.
Mr. I'll put everything on my back. I had Miss, I'll put everything on my back. And then,
Mm.
I'm not going to tell you nothing about nothing. You just going to know you got what you need. I didn't have
Mm.
somebody explaining to me, the intricacies of adulthood and, what it costs and the sacrifices. I just knew sacrifices was made. I didn't know
Yeah.
what those sacrifices was.
Mm.
But I would overhear her conversations with other people, and other people would tell me that, oh, man, she worked so hard to provide for you and your little brother and so forth and so on. I didn't know what that meant. Nobody was going to have that conversation with me. I had that conversation with him, so he understands. Listen, your mom was up late till such and such, so she can make extra money for you to be able to go on this trip the way you want to. Like, we just want to send you on the trip. But just so
Mhm.
you could sit there and not have to worry about, splitting snacks with nobody or being able to get souvenirs if you see something for your grandmom that you want.
If we got to pack
Like,
your lunch for the whole weekend, you can't even go to the food court. Yeah.
it's okay. Right. Right. So, definitely a lot of, not trying to run back our traumas on him or even the younger one, but the younger one handling him is a little bit different. But nonetheless,
Yeah, no limit soldier.
he a
Not too
no
much.
limit
Not too much
soldier,
on.
just like
Not
they
too
say
All
much
about
we
the
on
say
the
second
enough
one.
little
for
one.
us is always a no limit
Not too
soldier.
much on the little one.
Let's
Man,
say the
listen,
little
man.
one is a no limit soldier at all
For
times.
sure. That the one that tests my gangster. For
Yes.
Every
sure, for
time.
sure.
Every time. I got
So,
like yeah. Every time it's always the baby. Always.
my lord.
Every time.
But yeah, it's definitely finding that balance, right? Um, between pushing him so that he could survive as a man when that time comes for it, and not forcing him into manhood because like I don't want you feeling like you got to be extra macho. I don't want you feeling like our house burdens is on your shoulders. Like
Right.
you ain't have to bathe in no cold water. You ain't have to do your homework in the
Yeah.
dark.
Right.
You know, none of those things. Um, you cool. You really decent. I like you living good. You living good, okay? And on top of it, you have this extensive village, not just your parents. You have this extensive village of people who love you, who care about you, who willing to help and kick in, and all these other types of things. So
Mm.
that's a lot of things you're not gonna know about until I have to show it to you, or until I have to get you ready because I see it around the corner. You had to have a
Right.
conversation about him with racism at a really young age
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
he was going to go to a school where there was going to be, a mixed dynamic as opposed to his, elementary school and his kindergarten where it was just all black kids pretty much.
Mm.
A random Hispanic, here and there, a random Latino or Latina here and there. But,
Mm.
no white kids, definitely no Asian kids. So, like, we had to have a conversation about what racism sounds like when it comes to those microaggressions. So,
Yeah.
something even with teachers, like, stop letting teachers tell you speak so well and they don't say it to the other
Yeah.
kids that's not your complexion. Why
Right.
you ain't tell him he spoke so well?
Mm-hmm.
You, I taught him to ask questions. Like, yeah, go ahead, just do it respectfully. Raise your hand and be like, "Well, why are you treating us different?"
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And when they send you to the principal's office, make sure they call him.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's a bad
Like
idea.
those are
Don't
the
talk
kind
to
of
your
conversations
kids.
And
we
listen,
have.
you
There
almost
we
gotta
go.
treat the principal office like jail. I'm your first phone. You get a phone call. Let them give you your phone call. It's like like what the hell?
Because
We scared,
that's
but we
how I
gotta do
feel
it.
though. That's
Yeah,
how
we
I feel
scared,
though.
but
They
we gotta
only
do
nine
it.
times out of ten, a lot of kids don't get sent. Like I was a great kid, so I got sent to the principal's office to go help, to go do things because I was
Mm-hmm.
smoking the class, and the teacher got tired of me having to answer before they put it on the board. So I was annoyed. He got
It
tired
was
of
almost
calling me
like
because
get
I
out of
kept
here.
raising my hand. So yeah, get the hell out of my class, you little nerd. Go go be useful somewhere. So okay, that's why I'm going to the principal's office. But like most of the kids I'm seeing in the principal's office, a step away from suspension, expulsion, arrest,
Mm-hmm.
all these different things. So yeah, like you said, it do feel like jail. And that little staying there, if they ain't got nobody to call for you, you really do feel like it. Like you
Yeah.
isolated, you cut off, you see people coming and going, but you can't go nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ain't
So
no
I always
food.
told him, like,
Mm-mm.
listen, like, no disrespect to his mother or anything like that, but her job typically, I've been working at my job for shoot, it'll be 18 years this year.
Oh
So
wow.
I know how things go for my kid. For hers, I know she's not going to always be as available. She might get a little bit more stressed out. It's going to
Mm-hmm.
take more for her, to be able to leave something happen. So call me, call me.
Yeah.
I'm sliding. I'm sliding for whatever. Or I'll tell you, hey, you're wrong. Go back in that class and make sure you go apologize. And when I see you, we gotta have a conversation. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's definitely a balancing act. Um, so when we talk about making this good product, what do y'all think? Give us either your favorite or you think the most important. Um, let's call it ingredient. Let's call it ingredient or component to what made this good product. And before y'all do that, I want to refer back to something you said, Niche, in terms of the honesty that you have with the kids. Because of course, got to plug our own show, episode 21. They lied to us. What you were saying reminded me of that, and the line that you had on that episode. I actually made a reel of it when we was talking about, the things that we should have learned. And you said, and I said the greatest lie that our parents ever told us was not telling us anything,
Was not telling us the truth, is what I said.
not telling us the truth. And that is paramount. It is absolutely necessary. Some truths are hard to tell. It's hard to tell your kids that you and mommy might not be together, going forward. It's hard to tell your kid that they favorite, friend, done moved, and who knows if you'll ever see them again in life. Unfortunately, I mean, granted, he's older, but unfortunately, I had to break some really bad news to my son earlier this year. While
Yeah.
my heart was already broken about it, I had to go to him and break his heart. So, like, even that kind of stuff, and man, did I not want to do it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was just too hard to make his mom do it. Like
Yeah.
I felt like a coward if I sent her in there. She's barely holding it together. So, stuff like that is like, and you realize people shortcut that kind of stuff a lot. Like I remember
Mm-hmm.
my wife telling me how, when her favorite aunt passed, it was like she said 2, 3 days before somebody told her.
Mm.
Everybody else in the family walking around and nobody told her. It wasn't until she was packing her stuff, getting ready to go see her, that somebody finally admitted it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When my grandma passed, nobody told me.
Yeah.
No, not a family member, not a single one, not a single relative, I should say, told me anything. Not my aunts, not they told everybody not to tell me. And my own
Yeah.
mom, my mom, who was brutally honest about everything, didn't even tell me.
Mm.
I get a text message from my wife and a call from my wife telling me, "Hey, um, you've been under a lot of stress early. Cut out of work early."
Mm.
Okay, mind you, I'm an adult. I'm fully an adult at this time. But just saying, how the family don't tell you stuff, like they didn't want to tell me, and she had to break it to me. You know what I'm saying? In the back of a friend's car, she had to break it to me while we in the back seat. So like
Mm-hmm.
the fact that, like me said, truth alone, that alone being kept from who you want to be, these people who, first of all, we expect our kids to tell the truth and then we lie to them.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like right off the rip. So I just wanted to refer back to what was said in episode 21 because I think that was a really profound point, Mish. But back to the question I have for y'all. We'll start with Mish this time and then we'll go to Star. What do you think is like the most vital component um or one of the most vital components of making good product?
Empowerment. You have to empower these kids. You have to give them the necessary tools and the rules and the regulations and the conversations. You have to allow them to have autonomy and have the freedom to, you know, be able to take steps to have control over their life. I think the problem with parents is they want to control a kid so much because I know what's best for you. Do you know what's best for me? Or do you think that's what's best for me? Because sometimes parents are living out their dreams through their kids in more ways than like just sports or completing college. Like it's funny because like Star, when you said that at the show, it resonated with me. But I think a lot of people hear that and they like, oh, you trying to make a mini you. No, I'm trying to make a
No.
version better than me. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to make a next level me. I'm trying to make, the super version of me. You know what I'm saying? Like I want them to know all the things that I know and then some. I want them to go learn and educate themselves. Like you said, ask the questions, give them the freedom to, how they used to tell us, oh, you don't talk to no adult like that. Why not? They get to talk to me crazy. So I'm supposed to give respect, but I can't earn. I gotta earn it. I can't command it. Like I used to tell my folk all the time, I respect you the same way you respect me. Then you raise me to make sure I make people respect me. Why you any different? And this is
Right.
where me and my parents used to bump heads because it's like you raised me to be, so strong and independent and boisterous and confident and, you know, all of the outwardly going things. But when it comes to you, I gotta dumb all that down. Nah, you got to empower your kids to be exactly who you want them to be, or they want themselves to be, or you would like to see them. However you want to duck it, right? Because it's different for every parent. You have to empower them to make the decisions. You have to empower them to learn the lessons. You have to empower them to, be free thinkers. Like a lot of parents put shit in their kids' heads. No,
Yeah.
I don't. Like I wasn't a girly girl, right? So to see my niece be such a girly girl, I love it. Oh, you want all this nail polish that I'm not using? Here you go, baby. Oh, this little free lipstick. Ask your mommy if you can have it. Go experiment with it. Oh, you want to know about my face care routine? Well, I got acne. You have beautiful skin, but that doesn't mean you don't take care of your skin. It's like you just have to plant the seed so it sprouts and they can cultivate it and keep growing whatever it is they need to grow to be, the individual they need to be. But definitely for me, it's empowerment. I'm gonna give you the ability to have the autonomy to do what you want to do. Then we'll figure
Yeah.
it out along the way.
Great
For
stuff.
me,
Star, what you got?
my biggest ingredient to me is communication.
because everybody and everything, every situation is different.
So let's have a conversation about it and see how we can work through it. Whether
Right.
it be
You know,
how I can solve your problem, how I can help with how you feel about me or how you feel about other people by giving you advice or giving you
guidance, or you can teach me some stuff that I probably don't know that you're going through, because at this point now I'm way older than you. I'm not your age. So I might not know how it feels.
to be in your shoes to go to school and deal with what you deal with. So I feel like the biggest ingredients today is communication. You have to listen and let kids talk to you. And then one thing that
Amen.
when I was on a episode with Hype and we were talking about a situation too, we were talking about people saying stay in the child's place. But at the same time,
You're putting children in adult situations.
Yes.
so how can
Yes.
they stay in a child's place? And also, stay in a child's place is not always like not allowing them to express how they feel, what makes them uncomfortable. I know someone who was in situations that made them uncomfortable, but they're scared to tell their parents because they feel like their parents are going to be mad at them. Like, no, this makes me uncomfortable. Why we didn't eat today? Like, but I can't say that. I can't say we didn't eat today because if I say that, then I'm being too grown, and now I'm gonna get a whooping when we get home because I'm saying
Yep.
that I didn't eat today. And you know, kids, they be like, "I never had nuggets before. Why you eating nuggets?"
Be low key snitching on parents, making them look bad.
You'll be like, "What?" You get a bag of chips. They be like, "I ain't eating 3 days," and then they next thing you know, when they get home, they get a whooping. So you gotta allow kids. Like, why are they getting a whooping for that? It's the truth. They didn't eat in 3 days. It's the truth. So you gotta,
Yeah.
to me, just allow them to be able to express themselves, and then you can help guide them. Because if they're expressing themselves to you, maybe if your son going out here and it's 90 degrees and he got a full shiesty mask, if he can talk to you, you can know that he about to go do some dumb shit. You could be like, no, what you about to? No, come on, what's happening? Oh, these guys were saying they didn't eat in 3 days, and we about to go kill their parents. No, we about to go get them some food.
To prevent some stuff.
Yeah.
You never know. Just to me, be a communicator and just be an open space for your kids to be able to feel comfortable to talk to you.
That's my biggest ingredient. And talk to them like they are intelligent people, not like no, like no.
Yeah. See, I have something to dovetail to that, but not really. I'm gonna let you go ahead and give yours
No,
before I go
go ahead.
into
Kick
mine.
off on that while you got it fresh. While it's hot
Well,
off the oven.
okay. So, what do you do when you have a kid that you talk to and communicate with like an adult,
Mm-hmm.
but they can't handle the conversation because they lack accountability though. Like you talking to them, you giving them all
I
this
feel
free
like
game, but they don't want to hear it
What scares
because
me is I'm so realistic in my head. I'll be like, "Oh, you're gonna grow up to be a narcissist?" Like, I'm sorry.
no, and honestly, like, do we have those kind of conversations with kids? Because a lot of those words are overly used and
yeah,
it's
they're adults.
saturating the therapy space,
Yeah.
but when you see that in a kid, you're communicating with them. And it's like, hey, look, I'm telling you, the conversation we have it and the way you move and treat people and talk to people, like it's giving, as they say, it's giving this.
It's
And they're
given.
like, I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean? I don't understand. I don't get it. No, you absolutely do. It's
Mm-hmm.
you playing dumb with me because you don't want to be accountable for your part being played in a situation.
Sometimes what I do is I try to flip a scenario and make them the victim in a scenario to what they're doing. So now, great thing that I never had to go through this with my own kids, but I had to go through this with kids. So it's almost like I'm gonna use for example, it was a kid around me, and they were saying like, "Oh, they left me. They didn't want me to go." And I said, "Well, earlier you said they get on your nerves. So did you really want to go? Why do you want to go with people that get on your nerves?" And it's like I'm almost going to trick you into playing yourself almost. Like, oh, you said you don't even like them. You shouldn't want to go with nobody you don't like. Like, when I know they really left you because you're not a well behaved kid, but I'm almost going to trick you into understanding why. And maybe next time you would switch it up. Because that's not it. Like, oh, what do you mean? Oh, because remember when such and such did such and such, and this is how you felt? That's how I try to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not crazy because that's kind of what I be doing to say it individually, but it's like it still kind of is one of those things that falls on deaf ears because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes kids are already victimizing themselves
Yeah,
and they
they
don't
smart.
want to they don't yeah they think they smart, right? They think they smarter
Yeah.
than you, and
They
so they
do.
don't want to take, like I said, the accountability and responsibility for why some of the things happening to them in their life is happening the way that it is. And
Yeah.
it's like as a parent, do you ever get fed up with having to constantly go over that very thing in a space of constant communication with someone who's basically tone deaf, meaning they're not going to hear anything? Because what has happened is, I think sometimes we've made kids so sensitive
Mhm.
that they can't even take the constructive criticism that's given to them even if it comes off in a loving manner. It's like it doesn't matter. You're gonna still take it personally because how dare you? Like, there's nothing wrong with me. I didn't do anything. Like, I just want people to do what I want them to do, so I'm comfortable.
Mhm.
The world doesn't work like that. Like,
Mhm.
so you get tired and you're just like, you end up being an adult to say, fuck it, I ain't gonna keep talking to this kid. I'm gonna let them fall flat on their face and
Mhm.
skin the whole right side up, and you scarred for life. When I
Mhm.
know that I could have avoided that if you just listen and heard me out and just sat and thought about what I was saying and kind of process that and stop victimizing yourself first before I turn you into the victim.
Right.
That's real. That's why
And
I tell
I
kids
think
that
all for
stuff that they
lessons.
suck. That's why I
Yeah.
tell kids at an early age that they suck, that things they do suck, that things they do is mean, it's cruel, it's ass, it's
Mhm.
terrible, it's subpar, it's not good. Oh, but I tried. You didn't try hard enough. You know,
Yeah.
like I don't care. I've told my 8-year old that things weren't good enough. And it's like, oh my God, why would you tell him? Because he didn't try. Because
Mhm.
he thought he could get away with just being cute.
Yeah.
Because he's being manipulative. Like, no, that's not that's out
Not
of
the little
pocket.
one.
Like,
Yeah.
you're wrong, you're selfish, that's mean, that's hurtful, that's
Mhm.
unfair, yeah, I'm gonna use all those words.
Yeah.
Because
How
like
would
you
you like it
said,
if
Mish,
somebody was like that to you?
the problem why they can't take the constructive criticism down the line is because we're not telling them that. We could tell them, oh, it's not right, or we could tell them it's wrong, but that's not enough. Like, you got to say things to them that's going to make them internalize it. Like,
Mhm.
oh,
Mm.
so if I do that, that means I'm being selfish. I can't be, my little boy wants to be a superhero. I can't be the number one superhero and be selfish at the same time. Something got to give.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Here you go. This was yours. It wasn't mine. I shouldn't have took it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you got to
Yeah.
speak to them on a, you got to, like you said, communicate with them on their level to a certain degree. You got to speak to their value systems if they don't want to listen to nobody else's, because
Mhm.
sometimes that just be the case. They not going to listen to nobody. And like me said, you got to let them crack their heads sometimes, because there's nothing,
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
sometimes it's
sure.
just flat out nothing you could do or say. You just like, oh, you determined to take this step. Okay, cool. Go ahead.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Take it out.
Yeah.
Take it out.
Definitely.
Take
Definitely.
it
And
out.
like I
I
said,
tried with my oldest son. I ain't gonna say stuff because he don't want me to talk about it no more. But he went through a particular situation where I literally all but begged him to follow my advice and follow my
yeah.
counsel and follow my guidance, and he refused. And it didn't go the way he wanted it to. It went almost to the letter of what I told him it was going to, and it
Yeah.
cracked him, man. It cracked him, like
And
cracked him bad, bad. I mean,
what
he
my
has
grandmother
since
used to
bounced back
say.
from it and become a better person. But as Trini and Caribbean parents will tell you, those who don't hear will feel. Okay, um,
And my grandmother used to say, a hard head make a soft
it's
ass.
all fast. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So at the end of the day, that's
And
how
as
I go.
Martin Lawrence would say, the man who falls off the bed
What's up, the bed? The man who sleeps on the floor can't fall
cannot
out of the
fall off the
bed.
bed.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
But no, for me personally, it's the example, right? That's the greatest component, because whether it's the
Yeah.
kids I coach, the kids I mentor, the kids that just happen to come across me while I'm in a teaching or support, or even as a dad role that observed me, it's literally the things I do and the things
Yeah.
I say. Whereas in, y'all like y'all cussing in front of the kids and y'all playing y'all trap music in front of the kids. For me,
Oh, for sure. Where's the
because of
little
certain
baby?
kids, for me around certain kids, I just can't do that. And
Yeah.
I kind of set it level set across the board. where it's like, yeah, y'all gonna get into this. Y'all just not gonna get into it on my
My
watch.
watch. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know y'all gonna listen to whatever y'all gonna listen to, but while we riding to go such and such, you're not playing it in this vehicle, not on this aux cord. No, sir. But you listen to. I sure do. I'm not playing it for you. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's
at
for
the end of the
me.
day, you gonna be right. This is my jam. Yes, I love The Walking Dead. No, I'm not watching it with the 10-year-old. Y'all could, if they mama is cool with that and that's what they mama do, cool. Your daughter favorite
Do it
movie is
at your
Friday.
house.
Cool. That's all I'm saying. That's all
You
I'm
know what's
saying.
funny? My dad texted me the other day and was like, your mom just reminded me that when you were younger, I used to watch Scarface with you. And I just want to apologize because I didn't think that that was a bad thing. And she was like, yeah. And
And
she
now
knew
you a
all the
no limit
goddamn
soldier.
exactly. She was like, and she knew all the goddamn words to the movie before she was 3. Like you fucked her up. And I was like, I think I turned out fine, actually, but I'm sure there are other people that beg to differ. But like he was very apologetic because he just didn't realize that certain things he did as a dad, he thought I'm like I said earlier on in the show, I'd rather you learn it from me, you experience it through me, and you get it, you know, from me.
Mhm.
He That's how he was thinking. Well, I'd rather her watch Scarface with me than somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't think nothing of it. Like thought it was cool. Like I just was hanging out with my little buddy. Like because I'm the oldest, so at the time it was just me because we're all 3 years apart. So it was just me. So it was just like I was his little sidekick. My father used to take me to the racetrack. He used to take me drag racing. Like, you got a 2 year old out here while you were doing illegal street racing. He thought that shit was cool. He just didn't realize as a parent, like, I'm not your little friend. But these days, your kids kind of got to be your little friend sometimes. And I appreciate
To
that
an
my
extent,
dad
that's true.
made me his little friend because I always say this on the show. My dad put me on to a lot of things that most people would be like,
Sorry, no.
but he gave me, game in real time that allowed me to make a lot of pivots that kept me out of situations that a lot of motherfuckers don't even know how to navigate, even as adults still. So yeah, I think that's funny, like that parents are like for him to apologize for that now because he had me watching something appropriate. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd be like, oh yeah, damn, I probably shouldn't be letting these kids listen to Super Grimmon. Like I have a nephew that I'm like, he's way too advanced for his age. So, like you said, Nari, I'm not going to listen to certain music around him because I don't want to perpetuate, what he's already thinking he's supposed to be getting into. So, like, I got to
Mhm.
remind him, you're smart. You don't have to be like these other kids. And it's sad. I actually have to tell him a lot of times the shit you see your daddy do ain't cool. It's gonna land you in jail.
Mm,
You know what I'm
mm.
saying? It's like that's that real conversation. He 9.
That's a
But
real
I gotta tell him,
conversation.
hey, just because you see your daddy, like he went to school and repeated something my brother said to another kid. And when they told me, I laughed about it. Cause the shit was funny that he even knew how to use it in the
The right way.
context.
Hmm.
He told the little boy, keep fucking with me and I'm gonna put your dick in the dirt. And I said, oh, well, kudos for you for knowing how to use that in the right context. But I'm gonna beat your ass because you knew that was inappropriate. Because the way your daddy talked, you all y'all say y'all don't like the way he talked to y'all. So why would you go talk to other people like that? So you knew it was wrong. That's why I'm gonna whip your
Mm.
ass. But good for you for knowing how to utilize it. So when you get older, there you go. You got it. You already got a down pat. But it's like that's the operations you have to have. Those are the con ops you have to have with your kids. Those are your SOPs.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
so, it's
yeah.
crazy, but
So, and
he
I think that for every parent, aunt, whoever, everybody's sewing into a kid's life. Everybody's sewing, every CEO, manager, exec sewing into this good product. Like your approach not always going to be the same. Of course, it's going to be different per kid or per product or
Oh, for
whatever.
sure. It's
And it
definitely a
depends on
per
your
person
brand.
situation. Yeah.
It depends on your brand. Like me, like I said, my brand has to be example because there's a bunch of dudes who don't live like I live. There's a bunch of dudes
Yeah.
not doing what I'm doing. There's a bunch of dudes doing exactly what I'm doing and doing more, but they don't get seen. What gets
Yeah.
seen more often is the dudes who's not. So I literally have to
Yeah.
consciously represent something other than what they always see. So it's not even like, oh, well, I don't pretend like rap music with cussing is bad. No, I just want you to know I got a robust playlist with bangers that don't have to be all drug music, that don't have to be all violence. So I'm giving you something else. I play video games. Not all video games have blood and curse words and naked chicks or half naked chicks in it. You know what I'm saying? So
So they
again,
want to play
like
Grand Theft Auto Order.
right.
I'm about to
So
say,
but they go
everything got
but my thing
GTA.
is, but that's what I'm saying. My thing is y'all gonna get that. You know what I'm saying? Just by being in the surroundings that y'all are, y'all gonna get people who cuss because they can be first language. English is their second language. Cuss words is they they first.
Yes.
You know what
I
I'm
literally
saying?
tell people I'm a polyglot. I speak 4 languages:
So
English, sign language, sarcasm, and cuss words.
okay, like it's gonna be that. So I already know that. So for me, the example that I have to embody when dealing with youth has to be purposely. My brand has to be. I'm not what you got at home. I'm not what's
Mhm.
on your block. I'm not what you see these other kids, because kids, my kids will look at me and then they look at other people's dads. They'll see me dap other people's dads, be cool with other people's dads, and be like, "How do you even know him? Y'all are nothing
Yeah,
alike."
nothing
Yeah.
alike.
I see how
Nothing.
that dad is with those kids. I see how you are with us. What do y'all even have in common? A lot more than you think. A lot more than maybe than you need to know. And I
Yeah.
will tell you about the things that you do need to know so that you're able to understand that it's not a thing about me being better men or better than those dads. It's
Yeah.
about circumstances, context, certain things that I know that they haven't really internalized yet. And it
Yeah.
doesn't mean that I'm better at what I'm doing than they are. It just means their path is their path, mine is mine, and I get a little bit more luxury in how I choose mine because I know certain things. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So for me, it has to be an intentional example. So to wrap this all up and put a nice little bow on it, there's tons of different styles. There's tons of different, marketing strategies, uh, components. You know what I'm saying? And again, like we said, man, everything is on the fly. You find out what works and what doesn't. Just like in business, not everything that you got to go ahead and check your analytics, see what worked last time and what didn't work this time, and you're constantly reinventing yourself in order to stay afloat. So,
I call it
you know, uh,
recalibration.
perfect. Thank you, Mish. Thank you for throwing that oop. Recalibration. There we go. There we go. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, because honestly,
Or
like
recall
Star
that
said,
product. Bring it on back.
hey, sometimes you do
hey,
gotta bring it back
sometimes you
to the
gotta do it
factory.
though.
Huh?
You got you
Sometimes.
got you
Product.
gotta
Yeah.
do it. You gotta do it.
Yeah.
It's like it's tough because no one wants to admit that they have a poor product on the market.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to think that the product that they putting out is out there in perfect form.
Mhm.
But as a parent, we sometimes have to be honest about making that recall and
Yeah.
saying, I need to retool this product. I need to rework this product, or I might have to trash the product. I might have to scrap the product.
Yeah.
And that's probably the hardest decision to make,
Gotta be.
as a
Yeah.
manager,
For sure.
chief manager of said products, because it's
Yeah.
like you never want to say that you failed at making good
Mhm.
product. But
Mhm.
Sometimes you
we
did.
all, but I
Mhm.
literally trying to find a nice way to frame this. But sometimes you got to be real with yourself and
Yeah.
realize you actually fucked the product up.
Yeah.
It's your fault. And not necessarily because of anything you did or didn't do, but it just is what it
It's
is.
something.
Like
It was something. Yeah, it was something.
it's
Yeah.
like
A
you
step that
might
was missed. something you didn't see when you were supposed to see it, some
Yes.
action or
Sometimes,
conversation,
sometimes,
some meeting you didn't
sometimes it's
have.
also it's the other person, the CEO that you.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
I was literally
that
about to
that
say
Who your
sometimes
business partner
it
is.
be your business
Sometimes,
partners.
sometimes
It be
it's
your
your business
business
partner.
partners.
That's a fact.
It be your board members. It be the board
Mm,
members
Mhm.
making poor
ooh,
decisions, and
the board.
they leaving you out of the meetings
Yeah.
because you so busy being the manager of the product. They want to leave you out of the meetings.
Yeah.
Cook, cook, cook,
You know what I'm
cook.
saying?
Or they don't
Bring
agree
me
with
to the table.
how you branding the product, and they want to do it their way, and their way is already screwed up because they used to whatever they used to.
Trying to stage a
Yeah.
hostile takeover. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep, yep. So
yeah.
it's like, nah, we not interested in changing the face of the brand or the product. We like the way it look. Well, I don't, and I'm the one putting this product out.
It
Mm-hmm.
got
This
my
got my
name on
name
it.
on it. This got my
It's
name
blue
on it.
magic. That's my name on it. I guarantee it. I
Exactly.
stand by it.
Buy it. Like, but at some point you got to stop standing by your product.
Don't step on my blue magic, man.
Yeah, I mean, like when shit start getting stepped on, you got to step off.
Ooh,
mm,
ooh. Okay. That's a
I'm not
bar.
starting me with
That's
the
a
smoking.
bar.
Oh, I said something right
That's a
there. If she did
bar.
that,
You went
That's
hard.
listen.
a bar.
I
y'all
just
might
Ooh.
have to
and
y'all
it's
might
sad,
have
and I
to
only can
y'all
say
might
that
have to
because
send
I'm
you
literally
A little
A writer's
release
credit.
form. Yeah, I might be like, I got to put that in the little.
situation. You might got sign this
I,
release for.
hey, listen, let me know. You know what I'm
You get
saying?
a
I can
writer's
trademark
you
it
get a
for
writer's
Get a
credit
writer's
for it.
credit. You know
You
what
definitely get a
I mean?
writer's credit for it.
ink
Yeah.
me in, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I can only say that because I'm in the middle of doing that very thing for something that is a product that I've been responsible for since day one. But now I'm at the point where managing this product isn't beneficial for me anymore. So I have to say, I'm going to leave it to the board to figure out what they want to do with this, and don't come asking me to fix what fails.
What you broke. Mm-hmm.
Hey man, you gotta resign from your position
I
if it wasn't, your product to begin with. You part of the R&D team and so forth and so on. At a certain point, your level of involvement can't go beyond that. So
and
yeah,
it cannot. It has to stop now because I have other products that I rather dedicate my time to. So sorry.
hey
I
man.
mean, I'm gonna have to set this product on a shelf. I
Yeah.
don't know if you ever coming off the shelf. Maybe one day, someday. But as of right now, you're not a useful product to me. I can't keep putting my energy, time, and effort into that. I got
Mhm.
I
Mm-hmm.
got other projects that want to be the perfect product.
Right.
So
There you go.
I'm gonna go make them the perfect product.
There you go. There you go. We're gonna wrap on that. It don't get no harder than that. We're gonna wrap on that. Mish Cook to
Yeah.
end the show.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
aside from your upcoming book and aside from your upcoming album, you gotta come back here and let us know when you're gonna drop it. So what I mean, we can get some exclusive on that
Of
too.
course.
So when you get those dates, let me know so we can, update
For
the
sure.
folks.
I'm going to
Um,
have me and like handling all my stuff. Cause this gonna be a product she can stand by.
No,
She gonna she gonna
I'm
book my
glad.
date. She gonna book
there you
that date
go.
for me.
There you
Got
go.
you.
There you go. There you
Yeah.
go. You got anything else you want to put the crowd on to that they should be looking for from Star?
Let me think. I am all right. So listen, I'm praying on it, and then I'm gonna let y'all know if I'm really gonna stand by it. But I'm
Okay.
praying on bringing back also my. I had an online like clothing boutique that sold clothes,
Mm.
sunglasses, and all of that called Unlabeled Ink. I'm thinking about doing it too, bringing it back a little bit because
Okay.
lately I've been like really take. I took a little break, not
We
fully
all need that.
stop everything, but just took a little break because I did need it. I was like running myself into the hole. So
Yeah.
now that I'm ready to come back, I'm ready to come back harder and stronger and all of that. So I think I'm gonna do that too. For
I'm not
sure.
mad at it.
Yep.
That's good.
Okay. 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 We got some new stuff to look forward to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes,
Shop with
sir.
Star. Spend your money with Star. You heard?
Always unlabeled ink, because anything on my feet
Unlabeled ink.
should not be labeled at all.
Ooh, you already got the tagline. I love it. I
I
love it. I
like
love it.
Oh
that. I
yeah,
like
no,
it.
no, no. It will be a rebrand because I already had it. This was one of my first projects for sure.
You,
Okay.
you
Yeah,
rework you rework the product and you re-releasing it.
There you
exactly,
go.
exactly.
There you
See,
go.
you see me.
I mean, we got to
There you
understand our
go.
projects.
Yeah.
You know, our pet
Yeah.
projects are also our products,
Exactly,
and they mean a lot to us as well. I mean,
for
It's a
sure,
fact.
for
so
sure,
yeah,
for sure.
they're your babies. You
They're
know,
your
so
babies. Yes,
those things
indeed.
are like
Yes,
All of
indeed.
family.
them, all of them.
Yes,
Yes,
indeed.
yes,
Yes, indeed.
I mean, because as
yes.
Thank
parents,
y'all.
you know, for y'all,
Hmm.
I gotta, you know, at some point your products go out the door and they go make their own products. So now y'all
Thank
gotta
you.
have something to continue
Yeah.
to grow and work
The
on
bill.
and
Yeah.
invest in and build. And once that, you know, your initial product is out the door and making the world a better place.
Yes, ma'am.
Indeed.
For sure.
Indeed. Indeed. Misha, anything you got going on you want to point to or shout out or anything like that before we go?
Mm, I see the Crankin' Jeeps has dropped a lot of new merch. I got a few. I
Shout
know
out to
it's hot
Crank and
as hell.
Jeeps.
I know it's hot as hell, but they got some fire hoodies I'm trying to go get, and I wanted to order
Girl,
their
you gotta get them
Juneteenth shirt.
now.
Yeah, I'm gonna get them now because they had
Hmm.
some fire ones. Because they do a lot of like DMV. So for folks that don't know, DC, Maryland, Virginia, but it's more or less
Yeah.
DC.
Hmm.
Inspire stuff, you know. So I want to get a few hoodies for, you know, when I'm back in the gym because I've been doing workouts with my sister, so I haven't been in a gym. But I
Drop,
use
drop, drop. You gonna drop her
workouts.
name? You gonna drop her name or she's just
Oh
gonna be your
yes,
sister?
oh yes, the transformation plug, Vamika, the fit pusher. We recently just started working back out together. I guess I'll say together, although she be kicking my ass. I just be taking orders. And shout out to my sister Vamika, who I am going to go on record and say I think is the best in the business. She doesn't just do, you know, fitness and nutrition. She does mindset reframing and, you know, all of those things. She has a program called like Human Billboard and the lock-in program where she kind of helps women, not just women, but mostly, of course, women that will come to her, you know, kind of understand some of the systems they need to put in place in life to be able to do all the things like we're talking about tonight. Show up in a way where you can make good product. If you're not a good
Yeah.
product, then how you gonna make good product? So she's
Yeah.
pretty much, you know, the savvy transformation plug for that. So just been working out with her. And he's going to nationals. I ain't never seen a 9-year old be so invested in track at an early age. But given all of the sports that I played, track was not one of the things I was invested in. So it's interesting to learn about it. So I'm really, really loving that. And I'm doing a little podcast something with David Shands in August. So hopefully we can revamp the pod for y'all a little bit and, you know, make it an even greater experience for y'all. So yeah.
That's what's up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. For myself, nobody booked me for their podcast yet, so you know what I mean. I'm always leaving the
Hey,
schedule open except for Thursdays.
Craig
I'm
and
always
Jeeps be
leaving that
trying to get me to
schedule.
come on. And I'm like, guys, I'm so busy. So
I'm about to
busy.
say, them your folks, so you know what I'm saying. Go ahead and
Yeah, you
represent.
Well,
Go
know.
ahead and represent us over
it
there.
also took you this long to book me, but that's another story. So yeah,
Thank you, Star. Thank you.
just
Well,
saying.
Thank you.
yeah,
Ain't letting the
yeah,
pot calling the
yeah,
kettle black.
yeah.
We busy making good products.
Yep.
Listen,
Girl.
I don't know how this got turned on me, but you know, it is what it is.
We're making you the
Um,
victim.
the victim and the perpetrator. God damn it.
Yeah, a little bit of
Um,
other things.
but I will find a schedule for my gaming stream, which will be on Twitch and on TikTok. Under I guess I should put that up too. It will be under Nari You Nerd. It won't be on Life Be Life, and because we still have the Life Be Life and gaming stuff. The content that I put for gaming will be on the Life Be. It will be in the Life Be Life gaming channel or playlist that we have. However, because I want the podcast to be known for what we do, which is podcasting, and I don't want it to necessarily be confused. That's why I made a TikTok specifically for the nerd stuff, for the gaming stuff, so that it doesn't get in the way of what we're trying to do with our conversations. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? But if you want to support a brother that way, regardless, you know what I mean, jumping on the streams. Y'all know people who like to watch people play video games. I'm on TikTok at Nairi You Nerd. That is my first name, Nirie, U the letter, Nerd on TikTok. You know what I mean? So I'll be playing some older games like NBA Live 19. I'll be playing Call of Duty. I'll be playing Overwatch. Hopefully, I can get a couple of friends to go down there and play with me, make it a little bit more live and interesting. Outside of that, and some comic book content that I'll be dropping soon. Um, be here Thursdays, 9 o'clock. First and foremost, be here Thursdays, 9 o'clock. Okay, life be life. Live episode. Whether it's just me, whether it's me and me, whether it's me and somebody else, whether it's us and a guest, here
Yeah.
Thursdays, YouTube, 9 p.m. You heard? Appreciate everybody that was in the live chat tonight. Again, I apologize to everybody who used to follow via the YouTube. I mean, excuse me, via Facebook and the shenanigans that Facebook put me through why they not allow me to log in the live shows and unlock them for y'all to see. I will figure out a workaround either through Facebook or I'll find another platform so that we're on more than just one platform and try to make it so that everybody or as most of the lifers, as much as lifers as we have, still have access to it besides just YouTube. But I appreciate y'all patience in the meanwhile, between while. Like, share, make sure folks are subscribing. Once again, shout out to everybody who got us past 100. We had 105 as of today. Shout out to everybody who got us past officially 100 subscribers. We appreciate each and every last one of y'all, man. On behalf of our brother A.C.E, who we always be, on behalf of Denver's mom, aka the podcast nephew's mom, the owner of Simply in the Shade Catering, and co-owner of the co-owner of Second Line Express, the sponsor Quiche with the Cakes, and on behalf of Star from Podcast Link Philly and all the other things that she's doing. There's too many names to keep track of.
That's funny.
Okay. But again, be ready for her next album and her next book coming soon. And on behalf of our superstar host, Mimi the Goddess, aka Big Mish,
My new friend.
you
Yes.
know what I'm saying? As I always say, be smart, be respectful, be patient, be kind to as many people as you possibly can. I know some people gonna make that impossible. Don't even worry about it. But make sure every single day to be kind to yourselves because you cannot pour out of an empty cup. Appreciate y'all for tapping in with us tonight. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. But it's time to let these ladies go ahead and see if I get some gaming time. All right. We out.